Hi, I'm Rich Brown, Senior Associate Editor for CNET.com. Today we're here to take a first look at the Dell XPS 700. This is the brand new flagship gaming desktop from Dell, and it represents a pretty significant leap forward for them for a couple different reasons. The first, as you can see, is it's a brand new case design. It's really slick looking, it's imposing, it definitely says this is a high-end gaming PC, and it's really well designed. One of the more striking features about this case is the red light on the front. There's also one on the back too. It lends a really nice dramatic effect to the front panel. Now as you can see, there's 4 optical drive bays on the front of the case, as well as a media card reader behind this little door. There's also room for another drive below it. Now the doors and the plastic parts feel a little bit flimsy, but they're not too bad, and they sit back far enough so it's not like you'd really knock them off if you're just walking by. Now one of the bigger gripes we have is with the power button. First you'll notice there's only a power button. There is no reset button. It's kind of annoying. And also it's sort of just this weird little nub that sits back in here. It's not the easiest thing to push, and it just doesn't have the greatest action on it. So, we think Dell probably could have done a better job there. But those are really our only complaints about the case design. Now, as exciting as the outside of the case is, inside the case there's a lot going on as well. First and foremost, Dell's got the new Intel Core 2 Extreme X6800 processor in it. This is the current fastest desktop chip on the market, and it really launches Dell into a new competitive space for high-end gaming PCs. Dell's allegiance to Intel has hurt it in the past because it was actually AMD that had the faster chips in the previous generation. But now that Intel has released the hot new Core 2 chips, Dell's gaming PCs are once again really competitive. And in fact, on some of our performance tests, the XPS 700 is the fastest system around. One of our big concerns though is with configuration. As you can see, there are 2 giant graphics cards in here. These are the 2 7900 GTX cards. They're a little bit outdated because NVIDIA has a more efficient 7950 card, which is essentially 2 chips that fit in one slot. So not only does it take up half the space of these 2, it's about $500 less expensive and only 10% slower, so it's really a pretty cost-effective option. We should point out that Dell generally does stay on top of the latest graphics card releases. So as ATI and NVIDIA release new parts, it's very possible that Dell could add them to its configuration options. So I'm Rich Brown, and that's the Dell XPS 700.